Woohoo! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Your host, Superman, live stream number 2 today. Hope you liked my little tribute there to good old Bruce Lee. Man, I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee. And nice little tribute icon there as well for the thumbnail. So hope you enjoy that. Many great movies from the charismatic Bruce Lee. So I hope you enjoy that one. Hey, obviously, we've got a little pump here on the Hex price. Just slightly before the live stream earlier, but it still seems to be lingering around. So a nice little jump back or push back as it were, for Hex and PLSD, and of course Maxi as well. Hedron there, a little on the lazy side, but Hedron will make it in the end, I'm sure. Let's get into some of the chats there. We've got a few people in the house. Let me just make sure the audio is up and running. I'm pretty sure it will be. And let's just hit that. Sounds okay to me. So nice on that one. Let's get into the chat there. We've got Hex and Choice in first. Woohoo! Nice one. And it's now says, give a guy a wrench and he shows up first. Go figure, says now. That's right. You got to be quick. Hex and Choice is on the mark. That's for sure. Good to see you in the house there. It's now. And Unreal's in the house. Let's go. Woohoo! Let's go, man. We're going to go all right. And HP says, woohoo! Look, good to see HP in the house. Excellent Choice says, I'm already nodding out there. Yeah, it's pretty late for those people, I guess, in the United States. I guess it is where you're up. So I always appreciate you popping in. Katie's in the house there. Woohoo! Let's go. Absolutely. And a Bit for Next says, woohoo! Good to see Bit for Next. So I'm actually I've been up to something today. I got a bit distracted by a few things as well, but I've actually been working on something. I didn't end up working on the presentation, which is going to be very a good one, a really great one. So hope they'll get work on that later tonight after the live stream, and hopefully get that out tomorrow. That's for sure. Hex Biker's in the house there. Good to see Bit for Next. Hex Biker says, hey, from the UK. Morning all. Hey, good to see you, Hex Biker. Woohoo! Like that name. And 4 charts at once. Looks good. Yeah, I like that. I like the 4 charts. I thought I'd upgrade to that. I used to do 4 charts, and I thought, I've been doing single charts for so long. I need to get back to the 4 charts. So I think it's pretty good. And good to see Alex K in the house. What's up, y'all? Lao's in the house there. Good to see you, Lao. And RDM as well. 1 T-share locked in now can be worth over 30 million in the future. T-share rate is 200,000 Hex per T-share at $150 per Hex. 150 X, 200,000, 30 mil. Stake early and stake long, says RDM. Share rate is 200,000 per Hex per T-share at $150 per Hex. Is that in the future, RDM? Is that in the future? Woohoo! All right, so very pumpalicious. Hey, I wanted to read out the stake rat results at the moment. I haven't done that for a while. Normally I do my spreadsheet, but I haven't done that either. But I wanted to read out the current staker leagues at the moment. And of course, we've got winning whales. There's 14 winning whales at the moment. Zero change today. Super Sharks, 99. And of course, I actually think I saw Super Sharks at 102 yesterday. I don't know what I was looking at there, but it's down 1 today, down to 99. Some interesting moves there. Dabbling Dolphins, obviously with the cheaper price of Hex, maybe some people have been doing certain things. I don't know. Dabbling Dolphins, 876 users. And of course, down 2 today, 876 Dabbling Dolphins. Swoopty Squids, down 6, but at 4,006. Tinkering Turtles, down 7. Oh, no, up 7. Tinkering Turtles, up 7 to 11,888. That's a good lucky number there. So up 7 on Tinkering Turtles. Cool Crabs, up 10 to 28,537. Shy Shrimps, 33,814, up 44. And Silent Shells, 16,191, up 24. So I thought I'd read those out. I haven't read Staker Leagues for a little while. So there we are. It's now, says, I'll be happy with Hex at $1.50, says it's now. I'm sure people would be. Obviously, as it goes through the higher US dollar price, we've got to fight through that in any big rally. So that's something we'll have to look forward to. James Bond in the house there. Good to see you, James Bond. I've got the light off just because it's a bit glary on my eyes. So I just got the light off on the studio there. RDM says future OFC, it's inevitable that we will see that as T-share rate only goes up. It's true, RDM. It's only going to go up to the right. Oh yeah, the pump is in. Let's go. Yeah, it's not looking too bad on the 4 charts here. We've got on the top left Hex. Hex at the moment, top left is I'm just going to take off the comment there. Just got to remember to take a comment off when I got on 4 charts particularly. 7.5 cents. We actually pumped This is the hourly chart. Let me just scroll that down a little bit so you can see the Hex hourly. It's on the hourly there. We pumped up in the previous hour up to 7.65, and it's stayed up there. It's just off a little bit at the moment. It's 5.75. Let's see if it does another push higher while we're doing the live stream. And there's a fair chance of it, I guess. So we'll see. We've got Hedron at 7.45, and then of course we've got Maxi in there. Let me just make the screen a little bit bigger. We've got Maxi there. Maxi at 13 cents, basically 13 cents. Also did okay, but they pumped actually the hour before that. It pumped, so on the hourly there. So 1 hour ahead of Hex, it pumped, and then of course PLSD absolutely killing it, man. And I've been talking about this a lot. And of course $2.43. OMG. Let's jump over to Pulse Dodge because I wanted to point out the price here. It is on the daily, and of course, man, absolutely kicking some butt there. We went down, had this drop down to about $1. Was it $1.06? And of course, it's currently up 130%. Has been as high as 141%. Woohoo! Hot doggity dog in a couple of days. And of course, that's performing pretty well. We know that there's a bit of a game on amongst a certain crew of the whales trying to play the ultimate scarcity game. And man, if they're successful, you could see a very high price in Pulse Dodge. So we'll watch out for that. See whether they can do that sort of oligopoly collusion thing, a bit like the what's the oil cartel in the Middle East, something a bit like that. So we'll see how they get on, but performing pretty well, that's for sure. All right, cool. What else have we got there? We've got RDM says how many T-shares for each class. I didn't add that up. It does. I don't know if it does have it. Hadn't even looked for RDM. I was just going to keep it nice and simple. Alex K says, I'm not sure if it does actually have it on there. Maybe it does. I haven't read that part. Let me have a look. It's an interesting number that you're raising there. No, it doesn't show me on this particular, on the app. It doesn't show me that. It tells you just the amount of shares they need. I remember people were saying they would be super happy with 1 cent not so long ago. Now going under 10 cents is a tragedy. Fun how it works. That's true. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, Pac-Man, good to see you in the house. We got Sam in the house as well. Good to see you catching in this morning. Nice to see you, Sam. Good night. Yes, catch you in the morning. Thought that you'd just be popping in too. Always good to see Sam in. And James Bond says, I remember the day Hex first hit 10 cents. RH had a candle lighting live stream. Happy days. True. And of course, Hexog has been unbanned. Welcome back to the party, the Hexog. Hopefully, I don't know who banned you at the time, actually. I had to unban you, so welcome back, Toxic Hexog. Alex K in the house. Maxi had 90% premium last night. I know, it was absolutely amazing. Simply ridiculous so early on its journey, but hard to argue with supply and demand balance. That seems to be the case there, Alex. Like I said, I thought 40%, Alex. 40%. Smashed that many times. The range is actually between 52 and 80%, and it's been smashing that. So we're going to look at that in a second. Smash the like. You definitely smash the like, folks. Never sell cartel, says Bitfinex. Yeah, that's true. Bitfinex is onto it. Never sell a cartel there. It's going to be fascinating. I like that. This is kind of the holy grail, right? You want to get to the holy grail. If you can do that with Pulse Dodge, that'd be pretty impressive. I'd be looking forward to that. That's going to be pretty neat. So we enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Toxic is back, says James Bond. Welcome back. How long? Who knows? That's true. That's true. Toxic Hedgehog, always entertaining, says James Bond. Seems to be the case. Be nice now. I'm friendly in here. Superman is the boss, says Toxic Hedgehog. That's hilarious, man. That's a nice one, Hexhog. We'll see. We'll see. We hope for the best, Hedgehog there. We hope for the best. All right. So the other thing that we've had, of course, is that BTC went back over 30K. Remember, we were just under 30K in the first live stream. Now, a couple hours later, 4 or 5 hours later, we're at over 30, which is cool to see. And ETH at 1886. Let's see how we go. It really hasn't made much of a move above 30, even when it's got there. So we'll just have to see how it goes. BNB up pretty strongly, 5.7%. ETH up 6.1, and almost 5% for BTC. And that's probably pretty much it. We got ADA at 51 cents. That's up 12%. Someone was asking about ADA earlier, and it's up at up 12%. So that'll be a nice little play there at 52 cents. I think that's probably it there at the stage. A lot of these darker green ones having better returns. You can see at the moment, you got AVAX there up 13, etc. So lots of opportunity. Home of the brave and all that. That's what we've got there. Don't forget, if you haven't joined Discord, get in the Discord. We're heading towards 500 members, need 40 more. If you haven't joined, hit the link in the video description and join up for sure. Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex. Plus, we cover all the other projects that are going on to Pulsechain. And of course, you can see all the links to the new token links here, to all the links down here, so you can check all those out and let us know if there's any more that should be added for sure. And way to go! Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the likes. Let's go to PulseCon. PulseCon's coming up 2022. It gets closer every day, as we say. Every day something gets closer. Hopefully every day it gets closer to an update from Richard Hart around Pulsechain too. We're all looking forward to that. We're coming up. It's the 30th of May here, so we're almost at the end of May and getting very close. So June's coming around pretty fast there. We've got 4 keynote speakers there. And I don't think no one's been added to that one, but we've had a few of the projects here come in. What are these called, these projects? I guess sponsors or something like that. They're going to be at possibly on the panels having discussions or something like that. But we've got quite a few in there. We've got Mad Energy there. Nice to see Mad Energy in there, so that's cool. We've got a lot of the popular names everyone loves there and a few extras that still got to build up their reputation. But it's good to see them. 98 days and 16 hours. So we're under, or 18 hours. We're under 100 days now until PulseCon. Yes, we all have our fingers crossed that Pulsechain will launch before the PulseCon conference is on. Now, you can still launch the conference and still have a good exhibition, but obviously it's not the same as having an operational chain. You have to talk about the future rather than the present. But you can talk about developments and user interfaces and all the other stuff. So there's plenty to talk about. But of course, you won't have live price feeds. You won't have liquidity pools. You won't have TVLs and all sorts of other stuff there to talk about and talk about the number of users that are doing this and that with the activity. So, but nevertheless, it can still be very, very good. Once again, let's. I hope that it is launched before, and optimistic that it will be. So, still 100 days is a decent amount of time to go, and we'll see how we get on there. Now, obviously, the rewrite of any code is probably not the big issue. Probably just the testing is always the issue. So we'll see how we get on. Ticket tiers there. We've got the tickets are pretty much the same. Still on the, I guess, the 1,000 to 2,000 tier. They're trying to head towards 3,000. So I'm not sure. They must be on the top side of that by now. And of course, if they do get to that last tier, they were indicating that they're going to increase the prices one more time. We'll see if they actually do that by the time we get there. Obviously, we'll find out. I'm hoping to have T-Money back on the live stream. So we'll get an update from him. The speakers are definitely added some more here. We've got Pixie Paula here. She's brand new, so great to see Pixie Paula there. I'm not sure of her background, but Pixie Paula there, founder of Local Choice Spirits, sip and share movement of the new age, music, media, and magic there. So I guess that's some sort of alcohol one there, so it's a bit different. In the mix there. And what else we got? We've got Lydia as well. So a couple of ladies in the house. And we've got Lydia here, Lydia Shear. Who's that? YouTuber, Web3 Research, solid block there, co-chair of Women in Block. So that's nice to see a couple of ladies representing at Pulsechain conference. What Terra's meltdown? So a few articles there. That looks pretty interesting. Might be some really nice insights from Lydia there. So cool. A couple of new faces. And I think everyone else we've seen. So cool. And I've got the agenda items there. Hashtag everybody's coming. Remember, it's targeting 3,000 people going. And it's not just a conference, but exhibition as well. We've got all these different sponsors in here. Wildcard Studio. I haven't seen that one here. Vibra Finance, haven't seen that one. And of course, Hex Mex and Hex Merch. There's a couple of new links to add to our links. Other than that, we've got lots of stuff going on there. So cool. Looking good. Very, very nice. Hashtag everybody's coming. Don't forget, they think they have a discount number on here for 15%. So make sure you use that if you decide to go to PulseCon. I think it's going to be a very, very good event. I love premier events. I think it's very, very important to have a premier event. So very cool to see that. All right, nice. And of course, Pulsechain is ticking away. We've got the Velos ticking away. We've got some sort of rewrite going on. So we'll find out in the Go code and we'll find out about that later. Pulsex ticking away. A Pulsex to a Pulse at the moment on testnet, 3.33. Our burn at the moment is sitting at a magical, we say this because Pulse buy and burn is such a magical feature, 48 billion at the moment. And of course, we've got our top prices. Our volumes are pretty trickling there. Not a lot of people playing around on there at the moment. Maybe I should do a few trades with my or I should say with our fantasy trades there as well. Hex at $2.14, pretty happy about that. Pulse at 0067, and Halgro's take third spot there, 0091. I need to do something on Halgro. I'm going to try and do something on there, and of course 002 is Pulsex there at the moment. So some interesting stuff. I'm not sure if there's any new tokens on there that we can see. Looking through though, E-piece there. I'm not sure if I've seen that one before. BNB, CMD, Pulse Lab in there, interesting. And Civilization, CIV. So I haven't seen that one there. Civilization, let us know if you know any of those, what those are about. Civilization in there, and of course Pulse Lab 1, 2, and possibly E-piece. Let me know in the chat if you know anything about those, or they're just some random names that people have put on tokens and playing around on the Pulsechain there. So that's cool. We got the bridge up and running. So that's the other thing. And Richard Hart always recommends, playing around Pulse Exchange or DEX as we call it, and of course the bridge. Those are the two things you should play around with on the testnet. Obviously on Discord, if you've joined, you'll be able to get access to the video tutorials. We've got the Pulsechain bridge there and the Pulsex tutorials there as well, so you can play around with that. The only thing that's not there now is the one-sided staking pools. That is expired. So the party token that was given out as an illustration of the pools, the one-sided staking pools, is over. So that's the only thing that's deprecated in a sense. So cool. But the bridge you can play around with. Obviously between the Rinkeby test network on Ethereum and the Pulsechain test network, and playing around with those, and you can switch between the two chains. You must add the Rinkeby test network though, so you can go up to useful links here, scroll up just a little bit further up the top here, and of course you can get access to the Rinkeby Ethereum testnet there and get yourself some Ethereum there on the testnet and play around. So it's pretty cool. Finally, the sacrifice checker, no update since the 15th. This is the latest version, the 15th of May. Now, some of you may have had your Pulsechain airdrops, of course, and you get confused about that, but the first version that we ever had was V2B, the Pulsechain version there at the top there. But of course, that's now old, deprecated in the full sense. The 15th of May, which is the numbers that you'll see up on this for your wallet, will be the accurate ones at the moment. So will we get any other version past the 15th? We'll wait and see on that one. I would expect Richard to say, this is kind of official, but once again, it's up to him what he does. So we're just here on the train. He's driving the train. We're just sitting in maybe in the passenger seat somewhere, maybe in economy class. Who knows? So sweet. That is what's happening there at the moment. Pretty much chilling on Pulsechain. Now I'm expecting some very good price movements for Pulsex and Pulsechain. I know some people try to downplay the movements in Pulse and Pulsex, obviously because of the whale sacrifice levels versus the retail level. But I'm fairly optimistic that we'll get some pretty good prices out of the gate. Obviously, there's going to be some mad volatile pullbacks in the early couple of days, but I'm pretty optimistic that we'll get a pretty good price out of the gate there, especially in the first week. Certainly, as time builds, I'm sure we're going to get some super prices. I think the biggest thing is going to be, like I say, in phase 2, as I call it, which is where liquid loans and fiat and things like that start to play with the leverage lending. And that's a win-win, right? Because you get supply off the market in those platforms, and you also get leverage on those platforms to go and buy more and then lock that up and again and again and again, and on a large scale. Typically large holders are typically doing that. So I'm pretty optimistic about where Pulsex is going. So probably 4 to 8 weeks later, after Pulsechain launches, I expect us to have multiple waves, wave 2, wave 3, as we go through. And typically the first 2 to 4 months are the best to accumulate. We're going to have some volatility though, because obviously some of the less dedicated whales or sharks or dolphins, whatever they're going to be, decide to sell out for a couple of extra turns. We've got to absorb that. But I think we're going to have so much demand coming on, not only from within the sacrificing class, but within the airdrop class, and of course the people that come over the bridge as well over time. So over the next 3 to 18 months in particular. So it's going to be a fun place to watch that for sure. Pulsechain is easily the biggest thing in crypto coming up once it launches, and the word will spread pretty fast and thick. If you think about a lot of the ones that are in here already, even ADA, any of these other ones, they've still, they're still just humming around, right? There's not a lot of upside like there will be for Pulsechain. It'll be some nice little gains, but nothing like Pulsechain. And of course, if you are in the full bear camp, in other words, you think you're going to go full bear, in other words, BT was eventually decline down to 11, 12 grand, and maybe spike down to 9.5 or something, then that's those ones don't look particularly good. Pulsechain would look pretty good even in a bearish scenario. So as people want to accumulate the tokens, so it's not completely down. Obviously, that assumes worldwide financial collapse. Of course, we've got to put that into the most reasonable condition of bear market. So let's see what's in the house there. We've got the house there. Hex is not broken up. It's for trend on the 25 days now, still being held down. I agree with that, Pete. We said that also on our first live this morning. Market is pumping. RX tweet with shopping bags seems to have nailed it again. Alex K. That's awesome. That's true. We talked about that in the first live stream too. About Richard Hart's a fashion and of course traveling. This is pretty well there. Pulsechain, test Pulsechain, just saying, but not really. It says it now. Yeah. Almost half of you watching have not liked yet. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, smash that like button, folks, and hit the subscribe. We're here twice a day on Hex Token channel, Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex. If you love to spend time talking about prices, and of course I will be getting back to some tutorials as well, some presentations as well coming up. I'm actually working on something a bit bigger. I've got a couple of community things to go, but those community things won't be really hitting until Pulsechain comes. So those are sitting on the sidelines at the moment. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that when they come. But it's really subject to Pulsechain. But I am working on a couple other things at the moment, so we should be able to get those out too. Alex K says smashing the like button should be nearly automatic. Reflex at this point with their Hexagon and help spread the word and pump everyone back. Alex. Dave Down Under says sorry, better late than never. Hey, good to see you, Dave. Constantine's in the house there. Every time I see Constantine in the chat, I always think about watching the movie. It's funny that. How can you identify the volume of tokens in a candle wick? Says Constantine. Well, the volume's on the bottom chart. Is that what you mean? The volume candles at the bottom here. I guess is what you're talking about. In my 4 split ones, I've got the volume candles down the bottom here. So I guess that's what you're referring to there. It only has the open. It has the volume in the. If you go up to each candle, you can see the volume. It highlights in the indicators at the top. So hopefully I'm interpreting what you're asking there correctly. So it's got the volume. I can't move the mouse without taking away. But up on there, it's got the open, the high, the low, the close, and of course the change as well as the volume for each candle there on the chart there. So hopefully that helps. Let me paste this multi-chart there. Hopefully that shows up when I do that. Bam. Right, we're going to close some of these loops down. Bam, 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 bam. That'll help with any audio issues that might pop up. Constantine, anyone? Turtle Power, hey Hexog, good to see you. Woohoo. Audio, it's now. Yeah, audio. I don't know what's happening there. Audio cracking in and out. Yeah, well, I've closed down a lot of those sites. Hopefully that fixes up the audio. Russians jamming the feed. Yeah, I don't know why. We've got new computers, so you shouldn't have any issues with that. Sounds like a connection issue. Check your cable, says it's down now. Yeah, I think not the cable, just packets lost in the connection. It affects video too when it happens. Yeah, and there's nothing I don't think going wrong there. If it was the internet, it would just be beep beep down. No, we've got pretty strong internet connection here, so it's not. I don't think that's the issue. 7.3 cents at the moment on this chart, but of course on our quad charts here or our multi charts, we've got Hex at 7.5 cents. We've got Hedron at 7.44. We've got Maxi at 13 cents and Pulse Dogecoin $2.43. Woo! We're going to jump in on Pulse Dogecoin too. We're going to have a look at some of the buys here that's going up. And let me scroll this up. We can see some of the action coming in here. Now, this is the one I saw jump the price up quite large here to $2.40. $23,500 buy. You got to remember the liquidity pool is only 160,000 at the moment, and that includes that buy there. We had a couple of people sell into it. It's funny, as soon as they see a big buy coming, sell into it. So common we see that. And then of course we had a few more sales in there, and we had a few more sales, and away we go. So we ended up going to $250, sorry, and we ended up getting around to 228. Had a couple more after we had that big round of selling. We got all the buys start coming in here, and away we go. So we started buying that up, back up to $2.50 again, and then a couple of sales came in, and it's sitting at $2.43. So just shows you how the ebbs and flows come in, and managed to that first big buy that got sold into ended up helping to lift the price up. Now we're at $2.43. Woohoo! That's pretty good, man. Pulse Dodge, we know that people like Gunther the accountant talking about having a little syndicate of sharks or something, trying to hodl the cornerstone, the supply. And of course, at the moment, we've got 4,305,000 in supply. And of course, the top wallets here, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. In fact, this top wallet looks like it's accumulated some more. Let's have a look at some of these wallets at the top here. Hopefully my audio is all right now. 1 day ago was the top wallet. So they've finished, they had a couple gone out there into other addresses. Not sure whether they've spun those addresses out into selling or not. 3 days was the second wallet. Nothing happening there. This one here, it says I've reached my maximum resource, so I have to give it a bit of time, but that's where we're at the stage. And top wallets, you can see there, the top wallets there. So cool. Our total amount of people have claimed so far is sitting at 18,438, so over 20%, so 1 of 5 at the moment, and there's currently 12,405 holders. So cool, it is doing pretty well. Remember, the liquidity is pretty small, so easy to get nice, strong price movements, but playing out really well. Look at that chart; looks pretty good to me as well. So nice. So cool. This is the Hex chart. Looking at this out a bit further. I'm going to just get rid of my comment there that I've got there, if it's not in the way, and we're going to zoom out here on the Hex chart. Press that out. I'm supposed to have my averages in, so I haven't done that, but. That's not looking too bad there. 7 cents, 7.44 cents, and we are bounced off our support level there, the dash line, 6.8 cents there. And our next one, of course, down here was 3.6 cents. And of course, not on this chart, but we have hit that chart on other charts there. So cool. We're just about the end of May as well with the purple vertical line, about a day and a half away from finishing that off. And then, of course, about 46 days to break out of the ascending triangle, which we can also see there as well. So we've been in that for a long time, since the all-time high. We have been in there for 253 days, stuck in this descending triangle here, waiting for a break. Obviously, Pulsechain deferred there, and the way we've come down with a couple of different major BTC corrections and a Pulsechain deferred. So we just have to be patient and wait. In the meantime, of course, a lot of people accumulating, setting limit orders. Some people on this channel did some limit orders for the first time, and they picked up 4 cents and things like that. So congratulations to them. Made 2x, over 2x, if they had sold at the top there at 8.6 cents in less than a day, I think it was. So that was pretty good when it got back up here at 6.5 mark here. I think that was the one that we're talking about, yeah. Because the wick down here on the alley here pretty low, so congratulations to them. Let's have a look at BNB, and of course BNB's had a bit of a pump here back to $317, $317, and the BNB Hex ecosystem one's Pulse Dodge having a little bit of an increase there, 6.5, so that's actually up slightly from our first live stream, tenths of a penny there, and we've got 22 cents on Pulse 33, and of course 1,000 here on Internet Money, having a better time at the moment. Little uptrend slowly building here. Wonder if that's enough to get more buying in on IM. And remember, they've had their 90% burn there for that. Now they've got 2 tokens, IM and then IMD, and of course currently on PulseX you can see CIMD, which is the interim test token there. And of course that's going to be tradable when the Pulsechain goes live. They'll have the CIMD token representing the IMD before the actual wallet comes out on Pulsechain. So cool. They have got a head start from what I can tell. So we'll see how they get on in terms of versus the Richard Hart wallet. But of course, Richard Hart, it's going to be massive, that wallet. Of course, people will be pretty keen to sacrifice that, presuming it happens after Pulsechain launches. We'll see. There's plenty of faithfuls, though, that will sacrifice before if it was so required. I wouldn't be surprised. Russians jamming the feed. Yeah, possibly. Sounds like a connection. Should check your cable. Yeah, I think we covered all those. It's back to fine now. Yeah, and possibly just I don't know what it is actually. It's a bit crazy. All good, says Hex Biker. Probably had too much stuff on at the time. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? You know, if I did that, it would all go off there. You know that too. You know that as well. Crypto 7's in the house there. Woo! Good to see it. 7 in the house. Good to see Crypto 7. Big shout out. Alex K in there. Favorite to go to move on every tech support person around the world. That's true. Turn it on and off. Yeah. It's now says word. Constantine says go to the Hex USD chart. Filter USD between 400 and 500, and please comment on that. Thank you. Yes, Constantine. And what else we got going? We got Tank Crypto in house. You don't sleep. Lol says Tank Crypto. Yeah, that's true. And Strel's in house there in August. Too early for Pulsechain. Possibly. Yeah, no one's got any clue now. No one's got any clue on the timeline of that I've seen. I don't know whether Kinetics has any insights because he's doing certain things. I don't know. They have certain conversations. Maybe Richard may be keeping it very close to his chest. Let us know in the chat if you've heard any hearsay or anything. Feroz Vlogs in the house. Good morning to all. Woohoo! Good to see it. And Money Magnet's house as well. Might get a trend reversal at weekly and daily pump green. Target 10 cents to 50 AMA. Hopefully a start of uptrend to $1. What was our Hex liquidity pool at highest? We'd have to go way back to do that. So if you're going to check that, I have to go all the way back. So I'm not sure. I guess we'd have to go back. That's not even if I go back on that, it may not be the actual highest. We'll go back to September. Let's have a look here. We've got about 109 at the moment. So what do we got at the moment? We've got 105 million Hex in the pool, 11.6 million USDC. So we're better off than we were when we closed the day. For day 909, we're on day 910 now. So that's cool. We're going to go back in time here. Got to just scroll over to the date. Let me get the date here. Let me double check the date. Got the date there. 19th. Okay, let's jump back and find this date here. Oh, we've gone too far now. Presumably we're around this time here somewhere. Well, that's completely different back then. Liquidity has changed a lot. So even back then with the high price, I thought that might be the case. So yeah, when we're back up here in the 48 cents mark there, it seems a while ago now. Yeah, liquidity pools weren't that big back then. We had lots of US dollars in there. So 33, 35, I guess that might be the highest. 35. We'll look at the days around it. Yeah, 35. 35, yeah, 35 on day 656. I'll look at those 35, 35, 35, 82, 35, 88, 662. It's at the highest. I guess it is. So 35, 582 day 662, and that was the 24th of September there. So based on that quick check there. We were also at 1640 Ethereum X in the ball at the time. So there we are. Hopefully that is gone. So jump back here. Audio is cracking in and out. Yeah. Cracking in and out there. All right, cool. 15 minutes in and less than 50 watching, and smash the likes. That's true. That's true. All right, let's jump over to the jump away. Roz says I sacked a little bit for IMD. Hope it gets me some pulse passively. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I certainly like a lot of stuff that's happening there. Let's actually have a quick look, flashback at that, because I think I've got the update here. Recap, yeah. We have a quick look at IMD. This was 25 days ago on Reddit from KG, Brother KG, as he calls himself, Brother KG. That's hilarious. The wallet development is officially underway. We now have a full team of legal front-end devs, back-end devs, smart contract devs, a CTO, project manager. And once the wallet is live, we'll have 24/7, 365 tech support. I mean, that's very exciting to see that. So that's really cool. We're in the discovery phase. This phase is essential to the development process. This phase will yield us a blueprint of the wallet, a roadmap of milestones and timelines, and hopefully some mock-ups of the wallet. This phase should take 6 to 10 weeks. So 6 to 10 weeks. So that's 25 days. So what's that? 3.5 weeks. So that's probably another three weeks away, at least at the minimum. A dev team has quoted us a version 1 of the wallet, and IMD will be live within 8 months. There will be a beta version sooner than that for testing, which is cool. And of course, these quotes could take less time, but we as a community should prepare for the longer ends. And that's pretty cool. So that was pretty much the update there. Obviously, if Pulsechain, the later Pulsechain is, the earlier this will seem to hit the market. So that would be pretty positive. So who knows whether we launch in June or July or August even, or whatever, we'll find out. So it's going to be cool. I think that's pretty much. And of course, Internet Money will be representing at PulseCon 22 in September. KG will be there, and of course, we see that on the Pulsechain site there. CIMD is aiming to be launched within the first 48 hours of Pulsechain, and of course, this is the intermediary currency we see on PulseX. On the Pulsechain mainnet launch, IAM will launch once price discovery occurs on Pulsechain. You still have time to load up on your BSC IM, get your one-on-one copy on Pulsechain, which is what we see on the price chart there. So cool. That was a nice update. Easy to follow, which I like. Easy to follow. All right, let me jump back to the screens here. We're going to scroll back up here. And Hex Bucket says, time for work. Thanks, Superman. We'll catch the replay as usual. Have a great day. Night, everyone. Hey, Hex Bucket, take care. Strala is in house. Likes, definitely smash the like button and hit the subscribe if you haven't hit the subscribe. Also hit the bell for future videos. Dan Simpson says 32,000 Bitcoin, then a big dump, says Dan. We'll keep a look for that one, Dan. Definitely has not really managed to get much further than 30, but it's nice to be back over 30 again, I must say. Bloodfish King says, woohoo, just staked a 5,000 day, got 1 T-share. Nice, Bloodfish King, that's so cool. I've tried to claim Hedron, but there is no claim button. Would I be correct in assuming that I can't claim while the stake is pending? That's correct, Bob Fish King. You have to wait for it to go live. Hardy Hexalone says, hey, woohoo! Did anyone saw the pic today of RH with the 6 green candle in his hand? Yeah, well, we've actually got that in the Discord. It's up here, this one. It's a doctored photo. It looks like a doctored photo, the one with the green candles in there. Yeah, so that image is Photoshop, says links. So yeah, I don't think that was real, that one. Cool. Rod Fitzpatrick's in house. Let's jump up here regarding the big stake ending tomorrow. The 1st of June, ending tomorrow. They cash in the whole 600 million stake. Then how much might that bring the price down? That'd be pretty hardcore. You can just do that on like Uniswap or something, Rod. Play around with those numbers. I don't suspect that's going to happen, though, Rod. I don't suspect that's going to happen. Jen Hex in the house there. Woo! Good to see it as well. RDM just got my motorcycle license. Let's go. Hey, well done, RDM. That's pretty cool. I'm buying Hex until every day until it launches. Don't mind the delay, says Australia. Yeah, a lot of people are happy to accumulate volume here. This is the time. People are very excited. A lot of people are very excited that they're pulling up Hex. They're being able to get massive bags, relatively speaking, compared to where we were over 10 cents and up at 20 cents. So definitely, well, for sure, you can claim the next day after you stake. Yeah, it makes sense that we had less coins available and thus a higher price, says Chris. Yeah, that's true. And sounds like Apple is updating him, says this now. Yeah. Hey, Gen Hex in the house there. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. And DJ Paulie is in the house with the good vibes. Love it. What else there? BTC likely to crash again. All are saying so, says Mr. Frost. Yep. It's funny. As soon as BTC goes up, everyone's like, beer. It's going up, but it's going down. So yeah, I'm enjoying it at the moment. I think it's quite a nice move here. You just never know. Constantly says no white paper. No white paper. Lots of promises. Talking about internet money. I guess talking about internet money, Constantine. Not sure. That's the one I was talking about. So I guess that must have been one. Launch in 2 weeks, says Abdul. 2 weeks. Oh, for Pulsechain. That'd be pretty exciting if it does, the Abdul. Interesting in theory. Cheers now, says Strella. Yeah. If you do make a comment in the chat, give us a bit of context around the comments so that we know what topic you're particularly talking about. So, IND, no thanks, but I hope it rocks to the moon for some. Well, I do too. Briz and I both sacrifice for it, so we're hoping it does. And we've got patience when it does. I think it's going to be pretty good. Now, obviously, I like it because I love Staker app. Staker app version 2 is going to be amazing. It looks fantastic with the visuals, cross-chain, and all sorts of other benefits. But of course, the fee system goes to the team primarily, not to the people that own the token. So I kind of like that with the internet money wallet. That's going to be pretty cool. I get the only thing with the internet money wallet is, of course, the Richard Hart wallet. So, but you know, we're likely to sacrifice with that too. So who knows? I think a good chance the internet money wallet might make it there first. When Bitcoin does well, the whole crypto market does well. Absolutely. No wonder I couldn't find that picture on any Richard's social media, says Constantine Brazilji. Yeah. Why are all the large Hex transactions over 400k? All sales and deck screener, says Constantine. And let's go Hexagon, Pulsecons. We'll have a quick look at that. Where are we at? What? Oh, we're up to this screen here. Let's go. Actually, we're going to have to go to this screen, and we're going to have to pull it up on another chart there. I'm going to jump out of there. I'm not sure which trading pair you're talking about there, but we'll have a quick look. 1.7. Maybe it's this one here, V3. XXX. I can't see any of those things that you're talking about there, Constantine. Can't see any of that. All right, I'm going to jump down there. Bam. All right, what else we got going there? Accumulate lower prices, then dump it all when it pumps, is my guess, is Strella. Yeah, I can't see what you guys are talking about there on that, so that's just the way it is. I did take a look. Hex there at 5.7. Woohoo! Looking good. I'm pretty patient with it, folks. I think it's going pretty nicely at the moment. $2.42 might enable us to get back over 8 cents, which would be nice. But of course, we need to get to that 9.2, 9.3 cents and then smash it over the top there. So we need 9.2, 9.3 to 9.6 and get back up there. So let's see how we get on. The retail book is saving the day, in my view, on the old Hex chart there at the moment. Use this filter super, says Strella. Click on the US dollar, the US column. Are you talking about the back chart again? Am I on the right chart? No, I think I'm on the wrong chart here. Let me just pull this one up there. What happened to my? Oh, there it is. I lost it. That's okay. So you want me to go to US dollar chart? Hex USD. You want to go to the US dollar amount? Is that what I guess you're referring to? I'm going to show trades, and you want me to go to the filter here. So icky. Yeah, I still don't see what you. Yeah, if I've done the filter right, I still don't see what you're talking about. You're exactly at the right page on deck screen, says Constantine. US dollar column. Yeah, not sure. Filter amount. 100. Well, there's nothing on a filter like that, so I don't know. That's just not working. Can't see anything. I hate these folders on here. I prefer the folders on this one here. It's much easier to follow. I don't see 400,000 US dollars that we're talking about. I don't see anything like that at all. Amount of hex, 400,000 hex. Yeah, I'm not sure what you guys know what you're looking at, but I don't know what you're looking at there. So unfortunately, it's not working too well for the live stream. Yes, says Constantine. Yes, unfortunately, no. Put 400K in the middle. Says Strella. The column has a filter icon next to USD. Don't filter the max part. Okay, cool. All right, we'll do that. Let's have one more go at that. And am I on the right one? Yes, I am. So we're going to do 400K. 100. 1, 2, 3. Let's hope it works, guys. Okay, here we are. Finally, this is the ones you're talking about here. We have one at 4 o'clock. That's the 27th. So is that what you wanted? It's very difficult trying to sort the US dollar column. Yeah. Follow the minimum part to 100,000. Everyone's telling me different stuff here. Is that what you want to look at? Let me know. He chooses not to see, says Strella. Who chooses not to see? We're trying to do this live, man. Seriously. Yes, is that what you want to see? Okay, cool. Chooses not to see. I choose not to see. What do you think I am? Not to see. I can't see it. Just trying to understand what you want me to look at. That's all I'm trying to look at. Why are the whale selling? Says well, there's nothing selling. These are all relatively old. I mean, it's the 27th, 24th. We know that we've had people selling, so just trying to look through some of these accounts there. They often sell through multiple accounts as well. 6FF there. There's a buy. 6FF. Oh, that's CFF, so it's a little different there. Yeah, this is all way back in the May the 10th there, so I don't know, they're just selling. Who knows why they're selling? Right, cool. Woohoo! Baby turtle in the house there. Blinded by the process, Strella. What are you on about, Strella, man? Seriously. You're funny, man. D-Deli's in the house there. Hey, legends, good to see you. Hex Token can't speak for them, says Brazil. That's true. Yeah, lots of red. Yeah. I don't know why they're selling. They're just selling. We're always having to absorb sales all the time. That's what we've been doing for the last 253 days. If we look at the Hex chart here, we've been doing it all the way back here. I guess you could argue since the 11th of October here. We've been absorbing a lot of sales and, of course, having some buys. And the net effect, of course, over time is that we're down at 7.6 cents. So, yeah, a lot of people, we've commented on all of that stuff. All right, we've got ETH at 1900, woohoo! And BTC 3587. I got to enjoy the good times as well. And yeah, I can't believe it, man. You can buy more when it's lower. That's true, Strella. That's true. You can. I bought a bag at 8 cents. Let them sell, says D Deli. Let them sell. Well, the thing with this is that we are seeing. The thing is, you might be upset about the sales, and of course the price is down lower. But the thing is that if you're coming into Hex now and you got these the larger accounts, sharks or whales or dolphins or wherever they're selling, it's getting distributed to more people, and people get more volume. So everybody out there, I know everybody that's been watching this channel and been buying, have been getting a lot more volume than they had before, and they're actually bigger sized investors now. So it's positive, gets redistributed. We're going to have to go through this for multiple years. This is not just a quick thing. We're up to almost 2.5 years, 2 days away from that, and so it's still early days for redistribution of stuff, and a lot of stuff's happening. The system actually calibrates as well, because when people early in stake and stuff like that, we see large account holders, people with big paydays in them. 50% of that gets redistributed. The other 50% arguably goes off the inflation level and lowers the effective inflation. So the system's got adjustments, but there's still a lot of stuff out there, right? So It's going to take a multi-year cycle to distribute that stuff out further and further over time, not just getting the passive income with the inflation. So this stuff's going to take multiple years to play out, but it's playing out as we can see today. So I know a lot of retail plebs, plebs I call them plebs. A lot of retail is basically just picking up a lot of stuff here. So it's pretty good. Thanks for looking. Just asking. I'm a newbie, trying to think about it. Great show, says content. That's all good. Yes, it's not. Sometimes it's not easy checking up stuff live. That's why sometimes I don't do it. Any news with Richard Hart and Pulsechain? I have zoned out for a few weeks now, says D Daly. Well, we had lots of news, D Daly, but it's pretty much all fallen flat. So now we're just waiting for some news from Richard, some clarity. There was a few, in my view, some unfortunately bad communications in the market, and that wasn't the greatest. It was unnecessary too. Didn't have to happen, but it did. So this is the way it goes. Some expectations were actually set, and not rather than no expectations. So Pulsechain status last time 17th of May was from Richard, auditing, finding things that needed fixed, and putting them in order to see which can happen after mainnet and which should happen before. Next few days, I hope to have better timeframes, a bit, but mostly validated registration, rotation fees, and limits. And of course, the idea was that they're going to take it out of Go Ethereum and write it separately into Go, and of course make the system more robust, more future-proof, of course. So that's positive, right, with fast transactions, stuff like that. So I think that's pretty good. That's kind of where we're at the moment, and we're waiting for some news from Richard in due course. Might not get news for another week or two. Who knows? Some people are always talking about this, conspiracy theories about, about this launching on the 1st of June or the 3rd of June or whatever. We just have to wait and see. We just don't know. It's just patience is a virtue, as it were. We're still winning Stake and Shell. Yeah, that's the other thing. So even though we haven't got the launch or any communications, we've got the fact that you buy Hex, get Hex, stake it, and you're earning Hex per T-share. That's the kind of thing where you can do really well at the moment. Strela says always add 3 months to RH estimates. Yeah, no, well, Strela, it's actually more specific. You have to add at least 12 months, is what I would say. At least 12 months. Constant, your show is 1,000 times better than Pulsechain Radio. Vast majority of the times, it's constant. I appreciate that. Big shout out. So cool. So yeah, 7.5 cents, 7.6 cents at the moment. And I'm just enjoying this little bounce back. And I know that people have managed in the retail book have managed to get some good bargains that they never thought would probably come. That would get under 10 cents because it was only possibly the delay in the launch, and of course the correction on BTC correction, some whales selling, liquidity pools, things like that happening. Now we're expecting liquidity pools in the lead up to Pulsechain, but of course we've had some big ones there before. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, boom, and delete that. So at the moment, 7.6 cents. I know a lot of people are trying to trade these ranges at the moment because they know there's volatility at the moment. So they're probably trying to sell high and buy low. And some people are trying to rinse and repeat it. It's a tricky game when people are trying to do that, but I know a few people that are doing that. Now, if you want to get into Discord, then the link's in the video description. We're getting 500 members, 460 at the moment. There are a lot of cool, useful links. Everything's in here pretty much. When I say everything, we're going to have everything. We've got a lot in there already. General Hex, Hex layman guides, Hex wiki, Hex contracts, staking sites, audits, Pulsechain, Pulsex, Sacrificer checkers for Tron Theta, general Richard Hart sites, market trading. There's quite a few other sites I'm going to put in there, but that's where we're heading at the moment. Limit orders, Rinkby test network, derivative staking, onboarding tools, blockchain size of Ethereum that's being forked. Pulsechain, HexTube use streamers, Pulsechain Sacrifice projects, crypto hardware wallets, and of course the Hex stores community. This is going to be built out this list as well. So definitely get into that. We've got tutorials on Pulsechain and Pulsex, Pulsechain Bridge and Pulsex there. And of course the Richard Hart chat here is open up as well. Of course we've got price chats. You could want to talk about prices and trading and stuff like that. Get into price chat. We've got some people in there that are regulars. The regulars there, James Bond and a few others, definitely in the house there. I'm just trying to look at some of the other regulars in there. Pulse Golden as well, often doing trading in there. Non-crypto, of course, you've got non-crypto chat there. You want to talk about other stuff, airplanes or whatever, you can get into that. And we've got Pulsechain, which is considered riskier, and of course we've got all the chat there. Being quite quiet. So of course we've got all the links to most of the projects in here. So definitely check that out. If you're Hex Token chat member, you get a private chat, but also is one of the perks there. So if you get into the Discord, links in the video description. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube and hit the likes. Cool. Hey, look, Hex Pride pump there, 7.6 cents. Woohoo! Let's go, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. So that's good. I'm getting a bit of a move on here. Alex K says, I think that tweet about validated code was misunderstood. Wasn't claiming a new rewrite, but the fact that it takes a bit longer because it has been rewritten from scratch past tense. Yeah, Alex, that is what I interpreted it as well, Alex. And then I jumped onto some other people that interpreted it the other way. And so people were talking about rewrites. So I agree with you. That's the way I read it. But I know that testing takes a lot longer. So we'll just wait and find out. I've got to the point where it's just like, well, wait for something more definitive from Richard on it. Launch can happen anytime. Don't fall asleep. That's true, Alex, and I agree with you on that. Anyone know if Maxi will do another stake on Pulsechain? Yeah, they are apparently. I did hear one of them talking about product development, so they are thinking about that. They may do some annual products like that, or they may look at some new other product innovations with other features in it. So yeah, that's definitely on the board there. Strella says, I think the liquidity being pulled is a good clue about launch, Strella. I agree with that. Is there a quick link that shows how much Hex is owned by the top 100? Well, most of the wallets are, well, you can either, you can go to a couple of channels that try to do the chain analysis, or you can, the actual blockchain just shows most of the OA wallets. I think the top wallet's the Sacrifice wallet. So it's probably it there. Wallets, yeah. All right, 7.6 cents. Let's see if we can get a new high and get past the 6.6 cents during the live stream. That's pretty much what we're going to try and do. Yes, not a lot of news on at the moment, so I've just been amazed. I noticed the Monday's not typically a big day for streamers, but there's been Saturday. I think Saturday was not too bad. It's been actually quite a lot quieter for the streamers. We've seen much from streamers. There's been reasonably consistent channels, but a lot of the bigger channels haven't been. I think apart from Crypto Coffee, I don't know if I've seen a lot of other stuff from the top 5 channels, top 6 or 7 channels. But it's been pretty interesting, pretty quiet. I don't know whether it's just because the price has come down and they're not used to that. They don't like to talk about the price when it's down. But we've been covering it twice a day on this channel, so maybe we were just idiots on this channel. Who knows? Maybe we're just maybe we're insane in the membrane on this channel. No, but most of the people on this channel have been picking up all these deals on the way. Been setting limit orders, getting 4 cents, picking up the prices now. Someone asking me at the moment, is the price now a good deal? I said, yeah, it's a price. Anything under 10 cents, it's going to be you're pretty happy with that. Not investment advice, of course, but yeah, definitely is a good price zone for accumulation. So yeah, we'll see whether we can see whether this little jump up here is going to give us some confidence for the Hex price to also go up over time. Might get another move on. Definitely got to get over that 9 cents, 9.2, 9.3 to 9.6. Stay there for a little bit, and then before you can even have about 10. That's why for 80 days we're bouncing off 10 cents for 80 days, and I was just like, oh, I don't want to fall below 10 cents because I know it can be quite psychologically difficult without a big whale coming in. It can be quite psychologically difficult for the retail book to actually get us over 10 cents. In a pretty fast way without a whale coming in and pushing us over. But the retail's done a pretty good job, I think, at the moment, and of course they're benefiting as well. So it's all good. It's all good. Weekends are going. strong hands are coming in. So that's how we roll. Love that about you, Superman. Says Get Hex. I appreciate it, Get Hex. Woohoo! Welcome back. Nodding out here. Says it's now. Hey, all good. And big shout out to who was I going to say to excellent choice in the chat there. I think our latest moderator as well. Always great, excellent choice. Usually when people set a limit buy at say 4 cents, will that set a buy limit for 8 cents at the same time? Limit buy at 4 cents. They'll set a limit order for the price, and of course if it gets it, it will trade. So I'm not quite sure what you're saying about the 8 cents, but 4 cents would be the buy limit, the buy order there. You set a particular price if you're buying or selling, and it's going to trade at that price. But sometimes it has to go slightly lower than your price to get filled. That's my understanding there. This depends on where they're getting it from. 7.6 cents at the moment. Woo! We've got a green candle, Hex Token channel, pump. And we've got Bruce Lee on the thumbnail, which is pretty cool. Fist of Fury. What's some of the good movies? Fist of Fury. Into the Dragon. Is that Into the Dragon? A couple of those. What's the one with Chuck Norris? Is that Into the Dragon? Can't remember now. A few good ones there. At least probably 3 or 4 famous movies. You know that? Probably maybe more. Right. We're coming up to an hour. We've just come up to an hour, folks. Pretty good. Brazili says, read this. Maybe why the price is going down. We might pull that up. Let's have a look at what that is. Texas Walker Ranger. Yep.
I spent all my business admin.
That was Chuck Norris, right? Texas Walker Ranger. Texas Walker Ranger. Let's go through some of this myself. Bam. Gary, question. How do you prevent weak hands from dumping as soon as they get their copy, or even after an instant 3 to 5x? Possible answer, bring the price chart down so much it would be too painful to sell and lock in the losses. If I were Richard, I would drain the liquidity out of the system in a slow and methodic way daily up until Pulsechain launches, what we're expecting. When Pulsechain launches, people will get their copy and the AMM fixer bot will equalize the prices on both chains, but you won't want to sell your coins because you know these are worth a lot more. Imagine EHEX and PHEX worth 5 cents each at launch for a total of 10 cents. But if you bought in at 25 cents, you won't want to sell either coin until they go up in value. This also gives people the opportunity to get much larger amounts of HEX at lower prices for the same amount. People will brag about buying here. Then Richard would introduce the money back into the ecosystem, into the system over 2 years, and make the charts look awesome day after day, and people will get rich a tiny bit and day by day, and they will be less inclined to sell for fear of missing out on bigger gains. Precedent for this was when Hex had a big payday. People staked until the day after the big payday. They thought they were getting 300% bonus on big payday, and then be able to dump it for profit, me included. And right before big payday, the OA staked, and everyone who staked right until the big payday got 30% instead of 300%. But people who staked out 5 years got the 300% bonus. After big payday, Hex exploded in the following year. So TLDR may be saving us from ourselves, but draining the pools will launch and will make us rich in the coming 2 years. This is my optimistic view of the current situation. Again, ask yourself, if you were in charge of Hex and Pulsechain now, a launch, how would you prevent a massive dumpage right after launch? What do you guys think? So interesting there. I'm not sure who posted that on that one, but cool. Price drop theory, nice. I think that was from Brazology. Texas Walker Ranger, true. Check it out, Hex Token. Chewy says, yo, bro, don't you do Axiom videos too, says Chewy? Yeah, I do. I got a couple of channels there, Chewy. A couple of YouTube channels. I think it is a solid theory, says Briz. Yep. Sorry, do people usually set their limit sell orders immediately after they set their limit buy orders? Limit sell orders, that mean, well, I guess they can do all sorts of things, Constantine. It depends what their strategy is, right? What they're trying to do. What else we got there? The next Maxi could be called Maxi 2 or say Gladiator. Yeah, that's what I thought, Blobfish King. I thought they've got a couple options. They've got an option of doing obviously annual ones. There would be enough time distance between the first one. They obviously can use different names in the movies or something like that. They've got lots of options with naming. And of course they could do other hybrids. They could do a capital gain passive income hybrid. That'd be pretty, I thought that might be quite attractive. So yeah, there's a few things that they could do there for sure. Skoda says Lone Wolf McQuaid. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Lone Wolf McQuaid. That was pretty good as well. So nice. All right, so we're at 7.6 cents. The cat's getting all nervous here. Cat's getting all nervous. 7.6 cents. Coming up an hour and 5 minutes. Not doing too bad at the moment. That was also to read. I'm processing that in the dark bedroom. It's a head scratcher. That's funny. They caught up. I was 20 minutes behind, says Brennan. Nice one there, Brennan. 1.5 speed or 1.25. Let me know. Chewy says, "What's up with Hedron?" I'm not sure. You need to be a bit more specific, Chewy. Let us know what you mean. There's a large supply, if that's what you mean, and the prices are there, and the pool's linked to the Hex. Is that sort of stuff you're talking about? Then let us know. Maybe if you had something on the street. Precisely said they should name the current one Maximus 37 because it ends in 30. I like that, Briss. Next year it could be Maximus 38 and so on. I like that. That's cool. It's nice and simple too. But yeah, and of course the year is quite a decent gap between those two, so I definitely think that's cool. 1.5x Superman. Yeah, it's because I've been slowing my speaking down, Brennan. Remember I used to speak so fast because Kiwis speak pretty fast. And a lot of Kiwis don't even realize how fast they speak, but they do. So yeah, it's funny. Well, what's your take? Future price predictions? Or yeah, okay, cool. The price, yeah. Future price predictions. Yeah, well, I'm fairly optimistic on Hedron. We haven't seen the big burn in the some people are speculating on some big whales doing some big burns, like self-sacrificing for it, but we haven't really seen any of that. So really, it's up to a big whale. It is linked to, the OA linking it into the Hex liquidity, so that people wouldn't be dumping Hex into Hedron. So yeah, I think it'll do well. I think it'll do well in time, but you're gonna have to be patient with it. You have to be patient with it. Maxi. Since Hedron Maxi has come along and Pulse Dodge come along, so I think there's quite a lot of excitement about those two. So there's competing use cases. So I think you have to be fairly patient and Hedron, but I do think we've got to see the mechanics play out, the burning. It's got, I think, 3 mechanisms for burning, and we'll have to see how that plays out over time. I'm not sure why that was taking so long to load, but I suppose I'm not on the right chain. Let me just jump over to the Ethereum there. I have to reset this. So hopefully that will load up there. Yeah, I mean, out of these four, Hedron's, I think Hedron's the least active at the moment, and Maxi and Pulse Dodge both have scarcity as supporting them. Both of them, this one seems to have a whale syndicate trying to hold the supply. Maxi's got a limited supply. There's 200. Start off at 294.3 million Maxi. So there is a relatively limited supply of that, and a hardcore set of believers in there, relatively speaking. We did see the price can definitely go down under the right circumstances, the right sellers. But whereas Hedron, it's all free, and there's a lot of volume out there. So yeah, it just doesn't quite have the scarcity play, but I do think it will do well in the future. This is the time you might have to wait for a while for it. But out of these four, for me, it's the weakest one out of these four. So yeah, but it's the cheapest one, relatively speaking, I think, out of them all at the moment. Hey, it's Leno says, "Night all, I'm out." Hey, it's Leno, appreciate it. Big shout out. Woohoo! Good night to you. honestly, I think the natural next step for Maxi would be to raise over 150 million for a ladder strategy. See ya. I trade you some Maximus 45 for some Maximus 39. Yeah, I like that, Chris. Chris, that's pretty funny, man. Hello, Baby Turtle. Woohoo! Hey, good to see you, Baby Turtle. My phone's going flat. Later. Thank you, Constant. You're welcome. I'll catch you later. Just nodding out. Good to see you. Good night. Sits down now. Nice one. Right, so cool. That's what we got at the moment. It's pretty chilling. I do think that Pulse Dodge coin is, I've been talking about that pretty favorably, and of course, I picked the bottom at $1.06. Now, I posted the bottom at $1.06, and knew that it was pretty cheap, and now it's at $2.42, so it's pretty nice as well. The Hedron supply needs to drop. Skoda says the potential for the supply to drop looks good with Hedron 2. Yeah, but I think you're going to have to play it's going to take more time. People in crypto, even in the Hex Pulsechain community, are definitely looking for shorter term opportunities because obviously many of them got long term. They got Hex, they got Pulsechain, they got the Pulse Hex Sacrifices, so they're looking for shorter term plays. And of course, Hedron's are more of a long term play in my view. Now, when I don't even think with the launch phase is ending in a few days' time, that I'm not even sure that will move the market. The marks would take a big while, right? Take a big while to start moving the market up. We've got 6 days to 70 hours to go until the end of the claim bonus. So that's not long to go at the moment. 1x bonus at the moment, 6 days and 17 hours. We'll see. We'll see whether somebody decides with big enough or a colluded group that's big enough to do that. Otherwise, you've got to wait for the burn mechanisms to play out. I just think that's going to take a while. So here's the overall architecture of Hedron. I'm going to try and see whether I can make that a bit bigger. No, not really. Right, so you've got the borrowing system here, and of course you've got the tokenization here of HSI stakes. These are the new stakes, and of course you've got the Hedron minting here at the moment. Of course, with the launch bonuses here, and then of course there's a couple of mechanisms for burning. And one of those is bidding on the HSI stakes, which we've just seen. We've had 5 of those so far. Early days though. We have actually seen pretty high bids on them, relatively speaking. Obviously, people are pricing in the future, I guess, of those stakes, but they seem pretty high. So we'll see. Alex K, let me know what you think about the Hedron. Let me know what you think in the chat there. Looks like Hedron will need 2 years and a decent burn to get into the 1 decent cent territory. Yeah, I think so. That's where I feel. I definitely think there's good money in it. We had a big 12x run up in 8 days, but I definitely think that it's definitely going to do well. It will go up with the Pulsechain, but like I say, it's going to take a while. You're spot on, Mr. Token. Just go to we need a Hex Token pump. Yeah, and not just that, but there's also competing stuff here. Like I say, Maximus and Pulse Dodge are looking pretty attractive, relatively speaking. So we'll see. They've both got scarcity plays, and people actively either hodling or accumulating. And Pulse Dodge is not linked, right? So Pulse Dodge is free to do what it wants. As far as I remember, I don't think there's any peer for that. Any Hex peer in there. All right, so it's pretty quiet, man. We've got the prices at the moment, not a lot of news. I'm waiting for, like I said this morning, the next thing coming up that's big that I know of is liquid loans, and that's about it. We've played around with the fiat interface quite a bit. I think those two are going to be really key products on Pulsechain. I'm excited to see a lot of other innovations. We need lots of bridges and fiat gateways because we need a really fluid, open platform, open system for financial flows. So I think it's pretty good. Hopefully we'll get lots of that. We already know of people doing it, so hopefully we'll get even more and more. I'm expecting a lot of the traditional players that we're not even talking about, people that are not even in the Hex Pulsechain community. I'm expecting quite a few of them to come on pretty quickly. And the Pulsechain too. Just seems to make sense. Patience is key, says GetHex. Absolutely, patience is key. So yeah, I think that's about it on there. Let's check out Richard, see if he's got anything in the house. I don't think so. No, he's got nothing else there at the moment. And I've already checked Pulsechain, so there's nothing really much to do there. And we've got just lots of projects coming on. So definitely, if you hear of new Pulsechain projects, let us know in Discord, because we'd like to check those out, add them to our list on the Pulsechain. So just definitely let us know in Discord there if you've seen new ones. Obviously, quality ones, not not little rubbishy things. But definitely let us know about that. We've got free polls going on at the moment. So free polls. Let's go to the sacrifices. Let's have a quick check of those just while we're here. We're going to sacrifices at the moment. So we've got a few on at the moment. We've got Pulse Pot sacrifice on at the moment. We've got don't talk about that one, but we've got Pulse. We've got PLSD Speaker on there. We've got Pulse Lorian on at the moment. Power City, Pulse LN, and Chaos Verse at the moment. So those are looking okay. I'm not sure how much money they've got on these at the moment. We're going to open some of these up. And hopefully it doesn't cause a fit on there. So we've got Chaos Verse at 238,000 at the moment. I'm not sure when they're ending. It says the last day, so I'm not sure if that's actually finished or not. It says 30th of May, so that might be the last day for that one. It says 30th of May. 886,000 for Pulse LN. Not sure if that's got a final date. Yeah, second to last day. So there's the last day or second to last day for the last two. That's pretty interesting. 2.9 million for Power City. Now, Power City is pretty much going all the way. Yeah, it says finished, but it's actually going all the way until Pulsechain launches, I believe. So we'll just double check that on there. And you go to the sacrifice there. Bam. And that is going all the way, I think, to the end. Till Pulsechain launches, until Pulsechain launch, yeah. So that's definitely going 1-to-1 for Pulsechain launch, plus 55% if you sacrifice for Pulsechain, Pulsex, liquid loans, and internet money, you can earn up to 55% extra there. There's also, if they hit $3 million, which is not too far away, if they hit $3 million, they're going to have 80 wallets there. I think they're still doing that giveaway as well. Pulse Lorian is 213,000, 443 wallets. And how far are they from the end there? Second to last day too. Man, we've got 3 out of these sacrifices only got a day or 2 left. So that's interesting. Good thing we checked today. And then PLS, 272,460 wallets. How far are they to the end? Oh, last day too, is it? 29th. Well, it says the 29th there, so that may actually finished, or no, it's probably just still on UTC time, so it's probably pretty close to closing there. On that one, so all of them are closing just about, except for Power City, just about either a day or 2 left, or a couple of hours even. This got 1.2 million for Pulse Pot, and of course I did a review on Pulse Pot, so you can check that out. 844 wallets it says here, and of course it's going through its phase here. Still got quite a bit to go for Pulse Pot. Finishes on June the 12th, and of course you can see Pulse Pot on the new token links. You can see the video here, Pulsepot review here. If you want to do that, you also get a 10% on Pulsepot using the referral link there, and of course Pulsepot website there is there as well if you want to play the game. If you want to play the game, it's on testnet at the moment on Rigby. You need to contact the team to get some test tokens if you want to play the game. They've got about 200 testers down there at the moment, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, quite a few of those are closing at the moment. That's pretty cool. Just the way it is. Jeff Anderson says if 5,000 of us throw 1,000 Aussie at Hex, goes up to 40 cents. Who's in? Woohoo! I like that, Jeff. Yeah, that's an interesting game, that one. You might have to go in together so that you can get an average price out the other side. Genuine says, hello. Good to see you, Genuine. Dave Down Under says 100% correct, man. I've doubled my investment because of the Hex price. That's true, Dave. So definitely has been an opportunity for the retail book to pick up more Hex, and we're currently at 7.6 cents. Nice. I'm going to leave it on the quad charts because it's a bit easier to see. Hopefully you guys can read those prices there all at once at the same time. They're tending to move together lately. Have you noticed that? Not exactly on the hour, but they're tending often. You see the prices start to move up together. It's pretty interesting. If you're bored of the calm before the storm, nice one, but Consider creating a storm in the physical world and bring the loot to your hardest working trusted assets. That's true, but finesse. That's true. What's the best way to get a Rinkby Ethereum? So that's cool. If you go to the useful links on Discord, you will then just scroll up here, and you can scroll up to a Rinkby Ethereum test network there, and away you go. Just jump on there, paste your address in. You'll be able to get that from there on this one. So actually, the site's actually got a different site on it. Yeah, the faucet's there. I'm not sure what happened. That's supposed to be linked to the faucet page. They might have changed the URL on me, but you can hit the Rinkby one there. Where's it gone? Might have to update this actually now I'm looking at it. It looks like they've changed it a little bit there. Yeah, it looks. I don't know. It looks like they've changed this here, but they got the Rinkby one. There it is. There. That one. Yeah, I might have to update this page. I'm going to have to update this page because that's not the one I was supposed to have posted there. Be sure if that's the one either. Bam. No, it's not the one. Rinkby. Is it the one I'm after? No, it's not the one I'm after. Sure, I had that. That was the right one when I posted it. I'm sure, but. That's the right one. It's the right link there. I'm just not sure where the page has gone from the Rinkby one there. It's giving me the URL. That's not what I want. I'm sure that worked last time I was there. Rinkby. Faucet's chain. That's the right one. But faucet. Boom. Is that the one? Yeah, they've changed the UI. That was the right website. They've just changed it. So it's pretty crazy. Faucet. They've got a couple of sites there you can go link up there. I'm going to have to. They've changed the UI that I add, but maybe this one here is still working. This one here, you paste your domain and send the ETH there. I'll double check to make sure one of those works, and I'll repaste that in there. But that typically was where it was. So cool. You can see Faucet's Rinkby there. I guess they've changed the UI on that one. Cool. Anyway, I'll fix that up. But that's where you can get it. Be interesting what happens with these projects. The PLS is delayed 6 more months. That's true, Skoda. I agree with you on that. That's gonna, but they have got their own specific fundamentals, right? Hex in particular. We've got Hex Investment Trust also buying on the Ethereum mainnet. Oh, am I? Yeah, I'm on the Ethereum mainnet. Yeah. So maybe that was the other thing. Is, of course, yeah. Okay, so yeah, maybe I was misinterpreting a question there too. So let me just go and hit the right thing here. Expand view. So if you're on here, if you want to get it, you have to go down into here, go to settings, and then jump over to go to advanced, and then scroll that down. If you want to get test networks and put this on, click on the test networks. That will show you the Rinkby test network, and of course then you can just scroll down and pull that up into Rinkby test network there, and you'll be able to see that there. So you see the ETH there on Rinkby there. So that's how you do it. So once again, go there, go to settings, go to advanced, and toggle on show test nets there, and toggle that on. That will be off. So toggle on, and away you will go there. And then of course, then maybe you can go to that link. Is that going to work? Yeah. So Brazology is right. So then you'll actually get the right. It will actually show you the right link there. So that is working still. Good to see. Just paste your address in. Click I'm not a bot, and hopefully you're better than I am at clicking these things, and you'll be able to send some test network there, and away it will go. It will send that to you. So nice. Thanks, Brazology, for getting me on the right track there. Nice. All right, boom. That is cool, and it should end up going to your address there in due course. All right, cool zip. Maybe I probably should put a little guide in there about that, so I might do that after the live stream. There we are. So I've got my ETH in there, 0.1 ETH now, so that's come in there. Very cool on the Rugby Test Network. Cool whip. Not on the Rugby Test Net. Yeah. Confused myself there, Briz. The useful links in Discord will have the RPC for the chain soon. There's Brennan. Nice. Very cool. What else we got there? And MetaMask. Yep. Okay. Thank you. All I could see is some email. Yeah, it's all good. You got to change the Rinkby. You've done that. Did you see the new project on Power City called Flex? I wonder what it's going to be. Really? I did not see that. That's cool. That's exactly what I like to hear. We got Power City, Core, Bridge, NFT Marketplace, Nodes, Accelerator, and a Power City Meta. Is there another one? No. Where is that? Is that on Twitter? Let's have a look on Twitter then. Ready for Las Vegas. We've been keeping this one on the download, but it's time. If you'd like to learn more about Flex, head over to our Telegram for the most current updates in Power City news. Hex Flex, Flex coming to Pulsechain. That's hot, says whatever her name is, Nicole something, whatever. I don't know her name, but check out Power City's TikTok video on NFTs. So that's cool. Well, let us know. Flex is coming to Pulsechain, Power City. And I had not seen this, so that's cool. So yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. I don't know anything about it, so let us know. I'm going to get some tickets. Hex Flex there. Maybe I had read this out, but I don't remember it at all. So cool. That's very cool. Okay, I don't know anything about it. Let us know in the chat if you know much about that on the Power City there. Cool. Cheers, says Strella. And Legend says Unreal. Woohoo, says Briz. Good stuff. Thanks again. And we've got the Twitter link. I think I looked at that one. It's on Twitter. Paris Hilton. Yeah, Paris Hilton. That's it. Paris Hilton. She's pretty much what? Just a socialite YouTuber or something like that. Instagram, maybe. She's something like Paris Hilton of the Hilton family, the hotels. It's a pretty famous family. Her dad owns Airbnb. Yeah. So cool. That's funny. Hex is laughing. You're laughing at. I didn't know. Is that funny? I guess that's funny. Remember, I don't know. Don't have much time hanging out on that sort of stuff. So cool VIP, as we say. Cool VIP. We got a few little pumps on. We got Hedron at 7.59. Hex at 77.6 cents. And Maxi, a little mini pump there, 13.35. And of course, if we switch to the premium on Maxi is $1, 75% premium there. And it was, like we say, it was back up here at 94% earlier. So currently ticking along pretty nicely there on the daily. We'll screen that up on the daily there. Look at that band, just solid in the band there. As well, so absolutely heading towards the top part of the band. Premium, nice. Who else is in the chat there? I was laughing at Briz comment. Oh, right, okay, it's all good. I think your dad owns Airbnb. Good Arvo. Mix crypto arts in the house there. Paris Hilton. Why don't we have a look for Paris Hilton there? Let us know what the heck the flex is there. Paris Hilton. Hilton. American media personality. If you got any ParisHilton.com. Paris Hilton. Okay. She looks a little bit older now. It's getting a little bit older. My current obsession, Valentino heals, a pet message. Paris, past lives, new beginnings. My dream honeymoon, London. My dream honeymoon, Maldives. That's pretty funny. Follow me on Twitter. Let's have a look on Twitter. There's a bit of light and same here. Paris Hilton. So she's still got the glitz and glamour going. Now, she should hang out at Richard Hart with the glimmer and glamour there. His Prada bag looked pretty would fit in well with this. Paris Hilton. Oh, she's got an ETH address too. Catch me. It's I don't know what she got in there. Thinking Lizzo that I need to come over for a dance lesson so we can do this trend. What else she got going in there? Have a birthday. Well, it's funny. Bored Apes. She's got Bored Apes as well. Bored Apes. Teaching my Bored Ape how. So she's obviously in the NFT space in the crypto. Smart. That's smart to do that. Love miss you so much, sis. There. So Paris Hilton in the house. Yeah. There we are. That was a bit of light entertainment. How did you like that? I hope you guys like that. She has made her own NFT, says Brennan. Yeah, it seems to be the case, Brennan. Hello, World. Tension's in the house there. Good to see you, Tension. And we've got Hex there on a breakout. So, yeah, that's funny. The thing in that lifestyle, you got to pose all the time, right? You're posing all the time. So it's a tough world to do that, keep that up. So we'll see how long she can do that for. She's doing really well though. She's smart. If she's obviously into crypto and NFTs, that's a smart move, right? Front running that. Cool. All right, we've come up on hour and 30. We're probably going to wrap up here. I think it's pretty good for a second live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. The markets are looking not too bad, right? They're not looking too bad at all. We've got the BTC looking pretty good. ETH up quite pretty nice. BNB up pretty nice. We've got all the charts looking not too bad either. And hey, we might just get another push higher from Hex in the next few hours. So stay tuned for that for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will catch you guys all tomorrow, of course. I'm going to try and get that presentation done. That's the one thing I wanted to achieve today, and I never got it done. But hey, I will get there in the end. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Peace and, of course, Instagram model love from Paris Hilton. And I hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash out the emojis on the way out as well. So we're going to post that out. Thanks, Briz, for helping me get back on track there a few times. Appreciate that. And we'll catch you guys later on. Bye for now. Thank you for another great screen. Gen X. See you in Discord, by the way. See you in Discord. Links in the video description. All right. Bye for now. Take care. See ya.